welcome to my channel. My name is Whitney if you're new here. If not, welcome back. I'm so glad you're here. Today I have a really exciting video for you today. We're going to do 4 easy last minute no-bake desserts that you can take to your family's Thanksgiving, Christmas, or whatever get together. I'm going to be making a chocolate eclair, which is a southern staple on any potluck table. I'm going to be making an easy 4-ingredient no-bake cheesecake, and I'm also going to turn that into another dessert. And then I'm making what I saw another YouTuber make a couple years ago. That is the easiest dessert I have ever made, and that is a cookie pie. Literally 3 ingredients, unbelievable, so good. So let's get into today's video. So first we're going to be making a chocolate eclair. A chocolate eclair is basically just a trifle, but in a casserole dish. It's 5 ingredients layered together with some delicious chocolate poured on top. And trust me, there's probably a more gourmet way to make this, but why? It's good as it is. So let's get into making a chocolate eclair. All right, let's get started. 5 ingredients. You're gonna need French vanilla, very important French vanilla. If I didn't get that, my husband would be like, you got the wrong pudding. French vanilla pudding, 2 packets of that. A box of graham crackers, just good old graham crackers. You're gonna need 3 cups of whole milk, and you're gonna need a big tub of Cool Whip and a can of chocolate fudge icing. So I'm using a full pan because my family get-togethers are full pan get-togethers. You know, like they're so casual, but you can easily put this in a beautiful casserole dish and it'll be pretty either way. So let's get going. First up, we're going to put our pudding, both packs, into a large glass bowl. I'm using this with a spout, but you don't have to do that. This stuff smells so good. So, 2 packets pudding mix. And then, you know, these packets of pudding call for 2 cups of milk, usually for 1. So we're using 3 cups for the whole thing, for both of them. So it's on the thicker side because we're gonna be mixing in that whole big tub of Cool Whip. Look at that, I always make a mess of myself. I really need to invest in an apron. I want y'all to tell me your favorite no-bake desserts, like you are your go-to for the holidays, because this one is so simple, so easy. Usually my husband makes this one because he actually makes it better than I do. So normally he makes it, but some of these I'm showing you today really are my go-tos because you just don't want to do it too much sometimes. You know, you're kind of, or when I was pregnant with Kinsley, I literally went to the hospital the day after Christmas. So just getting ready for the holiday, I was exhausted. I was like 8 months pregnant. I was so tired. So sometimes you don't got to do too much. But we're just going to stir this up for about a minute and then let it thicken. And then we're going to fold in our whipped cream, our Cool Whip. It's not whipped cream. Now that this is mixed, it's still not thick yet. You can still let it sit longer, but I'm gonna go ahead and fold in this Cool Whip because it's all gonna sit in the fridge together. So take a whole big tub of Cool Whip. Y'all, I'm so proud of this. I got this on sale for $1.99 at Food Lion. That is like unheard of now. So you're just gonna put it all in there and really just start to mix in. You can let's just do a little bit at a time just to make it easier on myself because it's not thick yet. So just mix this until it's all dry. Okay, now I'm just gonna taste that. That's so good. So you're gonna take your pan, full or otherwise, and I like to put a little bit of this mixture down first, just so it really soaks into those graham crackers. Because basically, you're gonna want those graham crackers to get soaked, like soggy basically, which sounds gross, but it almost turns them into like cake. Like, not really, but kind of that texture of cake. So just a light little layer on the bottom. To you, that looks like a lot, but it really isn't. And then just bust open those graham crackers. Of course, my hand's wet. There we go. Bust open those graham crackers and layer them in. They don't have to be pretty. Just make it an even layer. And you know with these pans, it's never gonna be like a full graham cracker to the edge or anything like that. So just do your best. Okay, the graham crackers are layered onto the bottom. So now we're just gonna keep alternating this back and forth until we end up with graham crackers on top. Okay, so graham crackers need to be the last layer. Okay, let me clean this up and then I'll show you the final step to this super easy dessert. Cleaning up means licking the spoon. So the final step to this super easy, as you can see, dessert is this magic right here. And when I was younger, I used to try to spread this on. Don't do that. We're gonna take the lid off. Make sure you take the full top off like I just did. And we're gonna microwave this. So we're gonna microwave it and then we're gonna just drizzle it over the top. So I'm gonna pop this in the microwave and I'll tell you how long it needs to go and then show you when it's all melted. So I microwaved it for a minute total. As you can see, it's runny. So a 30 seconds, then stirred, and then another 30 seconds. So now I'm just gonna take this. I brought a spoon just in case I need it, but I shouldn't. And you're literally just going to try to pour it as evenly as you can over the top. I actually have enough of this stuff I can make another one for a family thing, so I really might. Just not right now, because I do have a nail appointment in just a little bit. So you're just gonna drizzle this over. I don't even need the spoon, which is fantastic. And this like is gonna act like a chocolate ganache and just seal the top. And I have made this with homemade chocolate ganache. It's not as good, if I'm being honest. Sorry, my refrigerator's so loud. So there you go. The whole can of icing. And it's already setting because this mixture was cold. There you go. The literally easiest dessert you'll probably ever make. Just put the top on, and I like this top so it doesn't get pressed down onto it. Press the top on, put it in the fridge, and take it to wherever it needs to go. This next recipe is a recipe I have been making for years now, way before me and Jonathan even got married, and we've been married for about 7 years. So this is like my 4-ingredient no-bake cheesecake, and let me tell you, way better than the box. Don't even make the box because this is where it's at. So it's easier. So let me show you how to make it. Technically 5 ingredients if you count the crust. So 5 ingredients. But I do want to let you know I am doubling this recipe because I'm going to be using this mixture to make another one of the recipes we're making. So you can just cut this in half if you just want to make one cheesecake. So you're going to start off, I'm starting off with 2 packs of cream cheese. I've always been a fan of off-brand cream cheese just because it's cheaper until this year, and I tasted the difference in them. And let me tell you, this tastes better. It really does. So I'm using Philadelphia, but that's completely up to you. I know cheap cream cheese is expensive. I got this on sale at Food Lion when it was on sale because I'm not paying full price for this stuff. But just go ahead and put your blocks of cream cheese, 1 if you're just doing a single cheesecake, or the 2 if you're doubling like me, into your bowl. Okay, finally. And then now, since I'm doubling the recipe, I'm adding 1 cup of sugar. If you were just doing 1 block of cream cheese, it would only be a ½ a cup of sugar. This is regular granulated sugar. Here I'm also going to add in about 2 teaspoons of vanilla. You can use real or imitation. I really don't care. Whatever your wallet likes, because I ran out of pure and this is all I have left. So just make that, and we're just gonna beat the crap out of this. Beat the crap out of it. So you're just gonna turn your mixture on and let it fluff, let it beat, and then we'll go on to our next step. Okay, now that that's done, and it is gonna be grainy, just so you know, because this cheesecake is made to set and the sugar will dissolve. So it's okay. Now we're going to fold in this whole tub, again, of Cool Whip. This is another thing I like to buy the name brand of, but if you want to buy off-brand, that is totally up to you. I have done it many a times. There's just something about off-brand Cool Whip that's always a little greasier to me and not quite as light as regular Cool Whip. So again, that is completely up to you, your budget, and that is your prerogative. Use what you like. because I know this junk's overpriced now. If I hadn't got these on sale for $1.99, I wouldn't have bought them big tubs. So you're just gonna fold this all in together. It might take a minute just to get it all incorporated. Just let it, I do like to put a pinch of salt in here usually. I don't know why I didn't do that. I'm gonna go ahead and add that. Just a little, it'll incorporate. Just a little of salt. You know, makes stuff taste better. If you need to be a little rough with your Cool-Whip, that's, ooh! Did you see that? I about overflowed. A little rough with your Cool-Whip, that's fine. Just get that nice and incorporated. Hold it. Oh yes, it's looking perfect. I'm making a mess. All right. I really think that's incorporated nicely. So I'm using a deep dish, up here, a 10-inch deep dish crust. This is store brand, I don't care. These all taste the same. If I could ever get it open, these are literally the worst things ever to open. And then like the glue on top, oh, it's awful. But it beats making your own crust, which is super easy. I don't know why I don't just do that, but then I have to dirty a pie plate, and I don't want to do that. So, 10-inch deep dish crust. We're gonna put half this mixture into this, maybe a little more than half, honestly. That's probably good. Spread her out. And this is just gonna sit in the fridge, come together. Oh, y'all can't see what I'm doing, can you? You could easily make this into like a key lime pie cheesecake. You just add in some like lime zest. Ooh, like a lime curd at the bottom. Ooh, fold in a lime or lemon curd. We went somewhere, where did we get that from? And I got an orange curd. We might have been in the mountains somewhere. And that stuff was no, we might have got it at the beach, I don't know. That stuff was fantastic. So, there you go. You can put something on top if you wanted to, some strawberries, some cherry. Just get some pie filling and put it on top. And, oh, look, they put 2. That's my lucky day. You're just gonna put that on top if you want to, but it does not need it. You're gonna put this down, close her up, and put it in the fridge until you need it. Aren't you liking the whole theme of this? No bake. I do love to bake, but it's like kind of warm still sometimes down here in the South on Thanksgiving. Sometimes you don't want to heat your whole house up for days. So, these things are just as worse to close as they are to open. Beautiful. Now onto our next dessert. From the ingredients I have laid out here, I think you can catch my drift, but this is not your traditional banana pudding. By the way, there was only 2 boxes of these left at the store. I said, Lord, everybody's making banana pudding. Anyway, only the minis were left. They were gone. Even off-brand was gone. So, this is gonna be the cheesecake banana pudding. So we're gonna use the leftover cheesecake that we had from that, and we're gonna layer that in with our pudding. I'm trying to decide, because of the thickness, I might just go ahead and fold this in with our pudding mixture. So, let's get our pudding going, and we will get to layering up some cheesecake. Banana pudding. Pudding mixture's done. I actually have an idea. I have large piping bags, and I think I'm going to put this cheesecake mixture in a piping bag. I don't want to mix it with that, and pipe it over the top of the pudding layer. So let me get all this set up, and I'll show you the rest of it. Everything is ready now. And if you notice, I did switch my vessel. I am going to use this just because I didn't think that was big enough for what I needed. I mean, I thought it was too big for what I needed. And this way I can do more layers. So, first, I am a pudding first kind of gal. I'm gonna put some pudding down. And then I like to go in with my vanilla wafers next. These are the mini ones, so there's not no rhyme or reason to this. I'm just sprinkling them in. I'm not layering and all that other mess. There's no reason to do that. So, we're just gonna take a handful and just sprinkle them around kind of evenly. Now, we're gonna go on some of our bananas. I told you, we just throwing this together. There's no need to be perfect. This is just a country dessert, honestly. All right, and then now I think I'm gonna go in with a light layer of the cheesecake. And you don't have to do it like this. This seems kind of bougie the way I'm doing it, but it was just so I could get the most out of the cheesecake, honestly. So I should have another layer of that. Next, I'm gonna go in with more pudding. I feel like I need to make more pudding. This stuff is thick. Lord. Okay, more pudding. Just spread all that around. We should have one more layer of pudding. That is thick. I'm telling you, I should have done it while it's still runny. Now vanilla wafers. Perfect. Bananas. Okay. And then cheesecake. It's probably our last layer of cheesecake. I'm just gonna try to go around in a circle. Now I did lick the spoon. This tastes delicious. So I asked on my Instagram what kind of no-bake desserts people like what's your favorite no-bake dessert? And almost everyone said chocolate oatmeal cookies. And I don't love peanut butter anymore since I had the, I got Parmesia after I had it. And peanut butter is just ruined for me. Peanut butter, peanuts, I can't take it. It's awful to me now. So I can't eat that anymore. But my aunt, I did share her secret to them. So she makes, if you know what I'm talking about, chocolate oatmeal cookies, like the no-bake, oatmeal, peanut butter, cocoa powder usually kind of thing. Well, my aunt doesn't use cocoa powder. My aunt uses Nesquik powder. And it gives you such a sweet cookie instead of that bitterness from that chocolate and like the dryness from the cocoa powder you get. I'm telling you, it's a game changer. You should make them like that. And if you do, please let me know and tell me what you think. She might kill me for sharing her secret. All right, we're just gonna finish off with some more of these and then we're gonna Cool Whip it. All right, I'm gonna like take my hands are clean, don't worry. And I'm just gonna press all that down into there and then get the Cool Whip out. I'm just gonna take this whole tub of Cool Whip and I'm just gonna use this spoon right here to spread it out. Just plop it on top. Literally. Plop it. Plop it. Oh my God, I just got that on my Ugg slipper. And that's grease. I gotta get that off. Okay. You're just gonna spread that Cool Whip around. Not the prettiest way I've ever done it. Spread it around. We're gonna crush up some of these vanilla wafers. And there we go. There's your third no-bake dessert. And it's so pretty in the little bowl. That's like a great, let's scoop it out. So, number 3, I gotta clean my slipper. This next dessert is probably the easiest thing you will make in your whole entire life. This isn't my recipe. I actually got this from, what is her name? I can't think of it. Over at Cook, Clean, and Repeat. I can't remember her name. Like, it just blanked from my head. But I saw her make this about 2 years ago, and it has been a staple for us, except I usually use an Oreo crust, and I couldn't find that at Walmart or Food Line, and I'm almost curious if they don't make it now. So, anyway, you're gonna need a pie crust. I did use the deep dish. You're going to use Chips Ahoy cookies, a little cup of milk or bowl of milk, and some extra creamy Cool Whip is what I prefer. And you're going to take your Chips Ahoy. Do I usually do this first? Yeah. You're gonna dunk it into your milk for literally just, I'm gonna put this in here, for literally just like a couple seconds, and just layer those around. Okay, my camera died, so sorry, while I was in the middle of soaking those cookies. Let me grab a spoon. But I did remember her name from Cook, Clean, Repeat. It's Jennifer. Jennifer from Cook, Clean, Repeat. I will tag her channel down below because I do love her videos. Anyway, I got my first layer of cookies down, and now I prefer the extra creamy Cool Whip. I think it just adds such a richness to this, which it doesn't really need, but you're just gonna plop some of that on and smear it around. You're just kind of layering this through the pie crust. And you're thinking like, I want to know whoever thought about putting cookies in a pie crust. Like you're like, oh, milk and cookie pie, I guess. But God, that stuff's so creamy. I wish I would put that on the banana pudding too. But anyway, let's do the next layer. And I'm gonna show you this time since my camera cut out the last time. I heard it go off and then it was just like, oh, dead. I'm gonna take my clean hand that I didn't lick. And I just like to take one little cookie and put it in the middle and then crumble up a few just to put around the edge. And then people know like what it is. I'll sweep the floor. And there you go. There is your fourth dessert. No bake and easy, and I think I literally finished all this in 30 minutes. So thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you come back and see us, and I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving. From my family to yours, I hope that you have a blessed holiday, and I can't wait to see you next time. Bye. I have to clean up now, but that's good.